Hey, you guys, you're going to want to listen all the way through to this episode because is there any such thing as too many songs to mention? You'll find out in your 90s Rewind.
And you're also going to find out how this week Sharon and Adam are both not smarter than a fifth grader when it comes to my trivia quiz.
That's fancy talk for a harsher word.
Yeah.
Enjoy this show, everyone.
Hey, you guys, we're back. Feels
Hello.
like summer. It's nice to be in summer wear. I mean, I've got the AC on at my place, so naturally I'm dressed in layers because who knows how to control that, really.
Yeah.
My office is a little cooler at home, so no complaints, obviously. I am Sharon. That's Kelly. That's Adam. We are so here for you right now.
Yes, we are.
Crazy, man. Season 12 is nearing its end, but we have got a lot of 90s to talk about. And I think a lot of it leans on the beginning of our favorite decade. And that is because we've got some real estate news that might make you scream, just like Macaulay Culkin did in Home Alone, but also how he's digging kind of deeper into some old Father's Day emotions and trying to turn them around. So we'll talk about that. Kelly's trivia is going to challenge you in ways that will undoubtedly make you feel smarter than we are. And that'll make us feel really good. And your 90s Rewind will take us back to the beginning of the first summer of our favorite decade. Now, here's the deal. The return of Bad Boys on the big screen, I think also signals summer blockbuster, right? And that has already happened. There's already been some concern also about one of the stars. So let's start there, you guys. The premiere of the next installment of Bad Boys with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence is already getting fans to question whether or not Martin Lawrence is okay, to which he responds that he's healthy as hell. Putting the hell in healthy. So what is up with him? What's going on?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
I don't think he does either, but it sort of sounds like the end of the story just for someone to say, I'm healthy as hell. But it's not, because there's some footage circulating from one of the screenings where Will Smith seems to be helping Martin Lawrence stand up.
Oh, wow.
So people are like, what's going on? Is he sick? Is he sick? Of course, he's had issues in this area over the past few years where he's come up on what was described at those times as heat exhaustion, which sort of renders you a little kooky, for lack of a more medical reference, trying to keep it friendly and light. But he says he's healthy as hell and to stop the rumors. He also addressed the bewildered expression that he had in the clip that's been circulating, as he was just actually in awe of the crowd at the event, he said. He says, I was like, oh, this is a rock concert. This is rock concert stuff. What the hell's going on? So he's really dropping the HE double hockey sticks bomb quite a bit. But yeah, he says he was mostly surprised at the turnout for a movie. Like it felt like a concert. But yes, he has had health issues in the past. And the significant past, like if we're going to 1996, for example, when he ran into traffic while screaming and cursing. That was a bit of a red flag for people.
I shouldn't be laughing.
Exhaustion?
Well, that was heat exhaustion. And dehydration, which we know, nutty things happen. You said you shouldn't be laughing, and yet you're still laughing at him. So who knows if he is susceptible to some sort of, maybe he's just sensitive to certain things as far as the environment. I don't know. I feel like I'm in charge of coming up with an excuse for him. What do you think, Kel?
Well, it's hard to know because when I'm assuming when publicists get involved, they'll come up with lots of creative explanations for things. So,
yeah.
And over the years, we've seen like even, like as of late, again, Britney Spears seems to be a little bit on a roller coaster ride again with what's going on with her. So yeah, I think there's lots of creative explanations sometimes for things that aren't right, but with Bad Boys, it's so funny how like I have not gone back to watch the original movie in like a long time because I loved it so much that I
Yeah.
don't want it to go back. And if I think it's like dated or something where it's like, because I really love that first Bad Boys, and I love the second one also. So I haven't gone back in a while because I love those two together. I think they've got great chemistry.
I agree with you. I'm not even sure if I must have seen the second one because I really like the first one, but I was surprised to learn that the one that's out in theaters is the fourth one.
Yep.
So what happened to the third one? Was that straight to DVD?
Was that during pandemic?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I didn't do the homework before knowing
Yeah.
that I was going to ask that question.
it got released in 2020. So,
There you go.
Yeah.
but
We
just
were
before COVID. So January 17th, 2020. So 3 months before the pandemic.
interesting.
Although the world show, what was the date?
Oh, it was called Bad Boys for Life.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't Bad Boys 3. It was Bad Boys for Life.
Yeah.
Which sort of implies that's it.
That did imply. I guess they realized they could get some more juice out of this. So
Bad boys for more life still.
yeah.
We've still got life in us.
Yeah. It's funny because I was recently talking about that movie. This came up probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago on my show. Like, I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think came out in 96, maybe. Was that? I think it was Freddie Prinze was in that movie, right? Freddie Prinze Jr.
I think he was too, and Reese Witherspoon and Sarah Michelle Gellar, right? Isn't
Yeah.
that the movie where he and Sarah Michelle got together?
Probably. I never watched it, but then I remember that like 2 years later, because obviously it was a huge hit. So then they brought back I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, like
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
And then in 2000, I think it was 2006 or 8, they did a third film that did not feature the cast from the original two, but it was also like I Still Remember What You Did That Summer back when. Like, it was just
Yeah,
time.
it's I'll always know what you did last summer. That was the third one. That was in 2006.
I love at least that they know that they're playing a little bit with the title, you know?
Yeah, because it's a bit I Always Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah. The next one will be Psst, still here.
Yeah,
I still know. The interesting thing about Bad Boys is that they are advertising quite a bit, at least on radio. From when I'm at work, I hear the commercial a lot. A lot, where I'm, curious to see what it's like for, I'm not sure if it's Martin Lawrence or Will Smith that delivers the line, chitty, chitty, bang, bang, but I'm curious. So they've worn me down.
Maybe we should go see that movie together, Sharon.
Ooh, field trip.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Okay.
I actually don't think I've been. Have you been in a movie? I haven't been in, like, I've been to host something, but I don't think I've gone to see a film. Like,
I did, and I honestly, it was this year, and I'm blanking. I don't remember what it was.
I'm always at the movie theater. I go
I love it there.
Maybe 10 times a year. Like almost every month, I try to go to the movie theater. Last one I saw was Challengers with Zendaya, the tennis movie.
Was it good? Was that the tennis movie?
I really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a great time.
All right.
As we know, I'm super behind in movies, like super, like probably 20 years behind.
That's more than super.
It's bad, but even like, but then it's funny because then I'll see it on a streamer and I'm like, ooh, I wanted to watch this 6 years ago.
Oh my gosh, there's so much to watch though. That's the thing. There's so many options, so many documentaries about so many bands and stories and amazing things. You're like, I don't have the time.
But that's what's fun about going to the movie theaters. Like this, the selection is limited, so you just choose one, you commit to one, and you just go up there.
That's true. You know what? It's right there. Your decision is made.
Elaine and I did this summer. We have canceled every streamer except for 2.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah, because like I just have no time because of the farm and Virgin and everything else I've got going on. But and then she was like, I'm gonna be on my motorcycle most of the summer. So I think we dumped, like, how we ended up with like 6 of them, I don't know, but like 4 of them are gone now.
That's a lot of money.
I think you convince yourself that you need them because everything is on something different. You're like, okay, well, I'll watch those.
Yeah.
And then you get sort of lazy about it.
We bounced, and like I will go back to it for sure. I know when Yellowstone comes out, like I was on Paramount. That was my one, really. Like I, was on that one. But she even, like, I was surprised she's put Netflix on pause for the summer.
Oh wow.
And I'm trying to remember the other one. The ones we kept was Crave and Prime. That's the 2. But which one is the John Bon Jovi doc on? Because I did want to.
That's on Disney Plus.
Damn.
I finished watching it on the weekend.
Was it
It's
good?
very good. Yes, I liked it a lot. It's 4 parts and a little bit more than 4 hours total, but they've got so much footage, so much photos. Just it's amazing that they really kept that stuff. And I think he's a little bit type A about the chronological nature with which he ended up keeping them. I don't know they were always like that, but I think he ended up cleaning up his stuff, and so we benefit from that because lots of it made the doc. It's cool.
Mm.
Yeah, and straight up to the beginning, like they're sort of present day, then they go back, and then they come back to present. They talk to Richie also, so he's able to be Richie, and he's also able to apologize, which is not a secret. I'm not spoiling any surprises. Um, but it's an interesting story, that they were in the position and the predicament that they were with Richie leaving the way he did, and the fact that they were able to still continue the world tour that they were on and break records for sales and stuff. So
Do you think
pretty
they'll ever
interesting.
bring back Richie?
Um, I can't say that it sounds like it should be possible to me,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, if Guns N' Roses can make it work.
Oh my gosh, no kidding. No kidding. Like,
I'm still like, I have to say, like, I'm even though I haven't gone to see a show, I don't think they've been anywhere near us anyways, have they? I don't even think so. But I'm happy to
Guns N' Roses?
well, yeah, have they been here recently?
yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, within the past couple of years, they went to Parc Jean Drapeau.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
exactly. That was last summer.
Was
Right.
it? Yeah.
Less than a
Anyways,
year ago. Yeah.
anyways, happy to like I have like nostalgia Kelly is happy they managed because I really thought if there was any band that would never get it together, it was them.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
never. I was like, and like Oasis also. So we'll see.
Oasis, man. I want that to happen so bad. And at the same time, I want it not to happen because, like,
But they're so
then
cocky about it.
they're so cocky about it and they're just so, like, brazen about how much, they hate each other and they, chirp at each other and stuff like that. It's so much a part of the story that you're just like, take the money, do the documentary, do the whole thing that would go along with it and just do it. Like, it's not about you. You're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for the fans. So to play at this point, this many years later, to continue to play the angle of, well, if he wants to do it, he has to ask. Like, either you're doing it or you're not. Like, get
Yeah.
it together. And yet at the same time, I'm like, I would totally go if they did it.
Yeah. And that's the thing is
Anyways.
they get to hold that card in their back pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because
And it's
for
risky
sure,
because it can sour the relationship with the fan, I think.
yeah.
The fan, singular. The
Yeah.
one fan.
That one,
The
that might be the
millions
same
of
fan
them.
that's suing Madonna, but
Oh my gosh. Oh, brother. Hey, well, getting it back on track to fulfill promises as far as skill testing questions and stuff and leveling up our intelligence. Please let us do Kelly's trivia.
Let us do it.
90s now trivia.
Ping pong.
here's something we've never done before. I have one card chosen, but I'll let you guys decide. Are we doing art and literature card or news and politics card?
Oof.
I'll go with news and politics.
Sharon, are we good with that?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
All right,
Super
so
fun.
I'll save the art and literature for the next time I need a card. All right, here we go. We'll start with the heavy doozy one. News and politics. Oh, hopefully you guys will get this. Which means if you don't, you're both stupid.
Uh-oh.
I am aghast.
I'm punchy tonight. I'm exhausted. In 1990, Kuwait was invaded by which country?
Adam? Rwanda?
Rwanda?
Is it no?
Oh, doesn't that say you're wrong and I have an opinion about you being wrong in Kelly's tone?
Yeah.
Rwanda.
Isn't that like the war with Le Rwanda and Kuwait? No? Okay,
I'm gonna guess.
dumb.
I would like to Sharon.
Yeah.
The US.
No.
Boy, I am sad for you.
Oh, really? Person who's holding the card with the answer on it?
Yeah.
I'm sad for you.
Well,
Is it the United Emirate Arabs, whatever the name of the country is. I keep forgetting how
United
to pronounce it.
Don't insult them.
I'm sorry. It's just there's a lot of words for one country.
All right. Do I give the answer? Do you want one more kick, Sharon, at this?
I want another. Give me a hint. I don't know. I'm blank.
My understanding is that it's Iraq, but people say
Oh,
Iraq.
right, of course. Duh. Oh my gosh. But what year was that?
1990.
1990.
Yep.
And what's his
Kuwaiti
name?
Iraq War, remember?
Yes, I do remember. What was the name of Operation Desert Storm? Wasn't that so that was the US going in to help, no?
Yep.
And what was it? Schwarzkopf. Arnold Schwarzkopf.
General.
See? I'm doing this to make it known that I do know a thing or two. And that it wasn't so completely out of the realm of possibility. They didn't start the war, perhaps, but they showed up.
Because I had mentioned to you guys off air that last night was my nephew's graduation. And so they played these clips where they were asking the Sec 5s, as they call them now, grade 11, Sec 5 questions. And then so one of them, the question was like, what is the capital of Canada? I cannot tell you how many of them got it wrong.
Oh my God.
Everybody went Toronto.
Yeah.
People were like, just say, and then the best part is at the end of this like section, it was actually funny. It said, oh yes, and they've got their diplomas.
Oh my gosh.
Because they shouldn't if you don't know the capital of Canada.
Hey, fun fact, when I applied to Algonquin College to get into the radio program many years ago, I had to do an entrance exam because that's how popular the course was.
Yeah.
Or the program was, and they only took 30 of probably 300 applicants.
Wow.
And there was a really big geography component, knowing your capitals, knowing certain things, knowing how government works and things like that. So I'm good with my capitals.
Thank goodness, Sharon.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Question number dos. Which brand debuted in 1993 as a competitor to Timberland? I should say Timberland, not Timberland.
Which brand?
Yeah.
In 1993?
Adam was -1 years old.
Adam?
Yep.
Like Adidas?
Oh, that's a good guess. No. Sharon, when she doesn't know this, will be like, "Ooh, she should have known this." When
Dolce and Gabbana.
Now, what is a Timberland? It is a construction boot, basically.
Oh yes.
And so the competitor was Lugs, Lugzz.
I've never heard of Lugs. Does it still exist?
I think so.
How does Lugs exist in the same world as Uggs?
They started first.
and they're not mad at each other.
Well, Lugs would have been out first, right?
I guess so. Is it because they are luxurious Uggs?
Maybe.
Uggs was founded in, wait a second, I'll let you know.
Lugs was 1993, so.
Uggs was 1978.
What? Uggs?
Wow.
Yeah. By Australian surfer Brian Smith in Santa Monica, California.
Well, maybe Lugs was the luxurious part of Uggs. Like
Portmanteau.
Yep.
That's my jam, man. All right. Well, we are a little crunched for time, so we're going to save that story for next show and go straight to the house that Kevin McAllister was left at to be home alone. It's for sale.
Yeah.
5 bedroom, 6 bathroom, for $5.25 million.
In the suburbs of Chicago.
Chicago, my kind of town.
I've never been to Chicago.
Actually, I'm not even sure what that accent was because they don't talk like that there. Chicago's a wonderful town.
Winnetka, Illinois is where it's located.
Winnetka. Yeah. So 5.25 million, not that I have anywhere near that, but it doesn't sound like it's a lot for a home of that size that also has a fully equipped gym, state-of-the-art movie theater, indoor sports court with a three-point line, 3-car garage, which is heated, and rare legend that lives up to its hype in every way as part of the description of this home that was built in 1921. Surely there have been renovations done since then, and actually just a few years ago. But they say that the home has it all. It's iconic, loaded with modern amenities, and in one of the best neighborhoods in the country, Winnetka.
I'll tell you why 5.25 million, because it's in Winnetka and not in Beverly Hills.
Because it's in Winnetka and it was built in 1921. It's
Yeah.
3 family rooms. The second floor has a primary suite with a gas fireplace. There's walk-in closet. There's a marble spa bath that features a gorgeous freestanding soaking tub, separate shower, dual vanities.
Woohoo!
So that's up for consideration.
It's in Winnetka, Illinois.
And again, it's in the lovely suburb of Winnetka. So consider that if you're looking to shop around.
Yeah.
Take your $5.5 million and maybe get it down to $5 million, and it could be your home.
Adam, can you check Winnetka, Illinois? Is it a suburb of Chicago? It must be.
Yeah, it is. I checked the other day. Yeah.
Because he was looking to buy the house the other day. That's why he checked the other day.
Adam's like, I'm moving to Chi-Town.
I gotta get there.
It's right next to the Lake Michigan.
Oh wow.
It's like in the northern part of Chicago.
Okay.
It's a great lake, Michigan. I know.
Good job, Sharon.
It's high school punny.
Yeah.
So, but elsewhere in the world of Macaulay Culkin, he is prepping for Father's Day in a positive way. And he took to Instagram and wrote, "If you know a little about me, then you know I've had a complicated relationship with Father's Day in the past." His father, Kit, was a bit of a going concern, which I think is one of those dated references to, oh, he's a going concern. Because if you think back to 1990 and the glaring lack of internet and things like that, we relied on, shows like Entertainment Tonight and Extra and things like that. And they were featured fairly regularly, I remember. But what Macaulay Culkin added to it, he says, but since I've become a papa myself, I've decided to reinvent the wheel. Other than getting an hour or two of extra sleep, I try to make the day a celebration of my boys more than me. After all, they are the ones who made me a father.
Yeah, that's great.
So he says he tries to do fun things for them and make it a special day. So I love that this kid who grew up in the spotlight, we saw basically everything happened to him growing up. And then, when he got into adulthood, there was an extra light shone on him because people were like, that's not Macaulay Culkin that I know. That he still has the ability to see a day like this and see that there's room for improvement in his adult life and, sort of grab it by the horns and make the changes. I like that. Positive.
Yeah, j'agree.
Oh, to agree?
Yeah.
Oui, j'agree. All right. Well, we're jumping right to your 90s rewind, you guys. And like I promised that we'd go back to the beginning, the very first summer of our favorite decade. So we're going back to 1990. And I will admit there are a few more than usual because heading into the summer of 1990, the top end of the charts reflected such a signature musical snapshot of that time. It was like I couldn't pick a song. It was Sophie's Choice all over again. So let me bookend it by saying that there were 2 songs called Hold On. One at the top spot around this time in 1990 by Wilson Phillips. Hold on for one more day. Then bookend that with a song at number 14 around this time in 1990. Hold On to Your Love and Vogue, When They Were Happy.
Yeah.
Wow.
When they were happy, happy people.
When
everybody got along. How about Vogue? Rita Hayworth gave good face. What, you cheeky Madonna, you. How about Never Trust a Big Butt and a Smile? That girl is
Poison.
So Biv DeVoe were at number 3 around this time. Roxette, Must Have Been Love. You know what that means.
Oh, wow.
I know. We were watching Pretty Woman at the movies. New Kids on the Block, Step by Step. MC Hammer, You Can't Touch This. And the Digital Underground with the Humpty Dance. Oh, yeah. Don't think I'm leaving Janet Jackson out, Kel, because she was all right with me.
Yep.
See, lots of songs, and not one of them was like, nah, we don't have to mention it. I sort of looked at the chart and went like, oh my goodness, we got to say all of these. So that's your 90s rewind. Thanks for the flashback fun.
Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. That's how I talk now. Appreciate you.
Is that how they speak in Winnetka, Illinois?
Okay, I love how you're really hammering down on doubling down on Winnetka.
Yeah.
And to all the good people of Illinois in the neighborhood of Winnetka and Macaulay Culkin's old house. Not his house. It's not his house. It was never his house. Instead of the movie, whatever. Anyways, thank you for finding us. If you're in Winnetka, thanks for listening. Drop us a line. Find us on social media everywhere. We're findable. We appreciate that you listen to us wherever it is that you do that. Thank you for taking us along for your ride wherever you're headed. And thank you for listening to 90s Now. Still happening.